welcome. We're here as the Shapeshifters of Wraith with the beautiful guest Deb, a wonderful photographer who recently attended the Worlds in Philadelphia and has done the great thing of basically highlighting all of our cosplayers and just supporting them so greatly. So I'm very appreciative for all Deb's work. So at Philadelphia Worlds, everyone saw all the great coverage, and we now have another new world champion, all that kind of stuff, in a different kind of formatting, and also as the new things, we had the new thing of having CC and LL for the finals. Best of three. We also had a really cool new thing for cosplayers. So this time we had the new Frankie cosplay card, and we had some great winners of these things, and some great work. So we're just going to go straight in to the pictures to show you what the cosplayers did.
Yay.
Righty. So World Championship Cosplay Recap.
Woo.
Woohoo! So here we are. This is Charles. Charles did a brilliant job here. We've
Yes.
seen him before. His Florian looked absolutely amazing. Do you have any notes from seeing this in person? Like every one of those leaves
Yeah.
looks like a wow.
Yeah, no, the amount of detail was quite impressive. I did ask him which part he was most proud of his cosplay, and he said the chainmail was
Yeah.
something that he had done for the first time, and that he was really proud of finishing all of that. So I tried to get a close up of his chainmail, and for the leaves. The leaves was probably another tedious, time-consuming thing that he did. But I personally quite like all of the wiring that's around all of his props, and also
Yeah.
down on his leg area. That was some pretty cool textural things that he added. He also, for his performance, he recited poetry as well, which is very Florian. So,
Yeah, that's
um,
that's so cool.
yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was. I can see why he won the accuracy contest for this one.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was quite great.
There were some very, very awesome costumes in this lot. I wouldn't have wanted to be a judge for this. Now, this is one of our first alt alt card artworks. This is Holly
Yes.
with the Shiana. What did they call it? Diner
She's
Girl.
a diner prism. Yes.
Diner Prism.
Um,
Sorry, Jan.
I did ask her about her cosplay. She did top four in the craftsmanship category here.
Yeah.
She added a petticoat underneath, and her dress was very nice and flowy. There's a lot of embroidery details that she had on there. And obviously she had the Philly cheesesteak for being in
Yeah.
Philadelphia. You got to have that. I think Diner Dash did something pretty similar. But I think one of the things that I thought was pretty cool was the monocle that she had.
Yeah.
She had attached it to her ear, I think, so that it could stay in a certain position and it wouldn't fall. Because like regular monocles, if you try to stick it in your eyes, just falling all over the place. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that was one of the cool things that she did to make her
Yeah.
cosplay
I
pretty
quite like
comfortable.
the embroidery on the top there. That's very um, to the illusionist look, kind of like that looks like something that would be on the illusionist costume. So that's quite
Yeah, it
nice.
was very neat. Very neat.
Very nice. So we're going to go into another Diner Girl. I think we have Dinah Dash next.
Ah,
So this is
yes,
Zoe
Zoe.
with Dinah Dash. Um, and I made sure I got that bag in there because there was lots of conversation about that bag in the cosplay page, because a lot of people missed that little detail, and I just thought it was best to share that. That was really
It
cool.
was it was really great. I think on Sunday, the day after the cosplay, she had walked around with it strapped to her, and a lot of
Mm,
people came up to her and asked her about that. But I think from what she told me, she said a lot of the favorite bits of this costume for her are the smaller accessories that she made. She said the Philly cheesesteak turned out really, really well. I mean, yeah, it looks
cool.
really good to eat. And then yeah, the little bag that she had on the side was great. I think yeah, and having Dash on there too.
It's
was a
so
pretty
cool.
good detail. Her performance, she had a little scene with a friend of hers, stealing the Philly cheesesteak that she would have to run after. There was like, I saw what's it called? The spray can that she had, the whipped cream.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a real like can that that she like cut, to make it fit into that little gun thing. Um,
Oh
it
wow,
was
that's cool.
it was pretty, yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, her performance I think was pretty fun because yeah, she was acting like she was in the diner and serving somebody
Oh
a Philly
nice.
cheesesteak. It was pretty fun. Not to mention skates. I don't know how she was able to walk in those and not fall. So,
Yeah, no, no, thank you, skates. Stop. Right, so we got Alexia. So there was a couple of cosplays that kind of went in groups, and this is one of the first ones.
mhm.
So there's Alexia with oh gosh, words are coming badly to me today.
No, we're just
Kasai.
chilling.
This is
Yeah.
Kasai. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she played young Kasai. So this is her first cosplay. Her and her dad, Jimmy Ray, who is doing Centauri Sellsword, they performed this as a duo, and they also constructed the cosplay um
yeah.
as a duo as well. So yeah,
Yeah, I've
she has a
spoken
lot of
to.
fabric on there. It's pretty nice.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I've had good conversations with Jimmy. Actually, he's been on the podcast before. So um, so last time he did it, I think with his other daughter.
Yes,
He's done cosplays before.
yes, I think he did it with his eldest daughter
Yeah,
last time.
yeah,
Yeah, this is another one of his five daughters.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
the
she's done a
swords.
wonderful job. The like this, I like the sheaths of the swords look quite good
Yeah, they
because
look great.
it's not something that you normally see. Like you won't really see that on the front of the costume on the card even. So they've
Mm-hmm.
done a great job of concepting what the way that they would sit.
Yeah.
So I quite like that.
Yes. No, it was great.
So yes, we've been talking about Jimmy already. So let's get to so this is Jimmy. This isn't his first cosplay. He's done one a while back. I think it was New Jersey. I can't be. I'm probably wrong,
Yeah,
but yeah.
the last
Um,
time I saw him was in Baltimore, and he
Baltimore,
dressed up
Baltimore,
as Uzuri. I just can't remember if it was
Missouri. Yeah.
young Uzuri or adult.
Uh, yeah, I can't remember either, but I remember he was doing it with family members then too. So it's really cool
Mm-hmm.
that he's bringing his family members in to do this. He
Yeah.
has a store that he runs, and he actually turned a part of it into like where they could work and do cosplay. So he's supporting his local cosplay community by giving them somewhere that they can work as well. So what an
Yeah.
amazing person!
In their performance, they were giving gold to the audience members.
Oh, nice.
And on the coin is actually the logo of their gaming store as
Yeah.
well. So that was pretty fun. I have a video of it up somewhere. But I asked him which part of his cosplay he wanted people to know, and it was the shoes. He spent a
The
lot of time
shoes.
with the
Oh, yep.
shoes.
I see the shoes in the second,
Yeah,
the third one there. Yep.
he said he 3D printed the soles and then
Oh, wow.
he had like used leather for the rest of the boot and like sewed it. And that one was something that he wanted noted. But he had a lot of details that's hidden underneath all the fabric too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
which you can see on that side.
Oh, yep, I do. Sweet. So we'll go to the next one. So of some of these, some of them may not have made the stage. Um, so this is our second lot that I did it together. So this is Gisela, and she is looking amazing, and that little Ashwing looks gorgeous, doesn't
Yeah, it was so cute. She had it on her finger doing this. It was great.
it?
But
So
yeah,
you had a little chat with her, and they also had their partner with them as well. We'll get to them in a
yes.
moment, but yeah. Is there anything notable that with her costume?
Her costume, I think we mostly talked about her little Ashling. Um, and Side note, I do quite like her wig actually. She has also a little attachment that's on there for the
Yeah.
hairpin. That was pretty great. But yeah, it was also I think it's her first cosplay for Fab. I don't remember if she had cosplayed for other events, but it was definitely her first for this one. But
Oh,
yeah.
nice. And then we'll get to her offsider.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Um,
this is the person that she had cosplayed with. This is Jeff.
yeah.
I believe it's her partner, and
Yeah.
he is Fang.
It's Fang, and it looks really cool. I quite like. I was just looking at the armor. It looks quite like they've gone to the detail. They put all of the little
Little
holes into
dings
the and
and
dings into it. Yeah, it looks quite
yeah,
good.
yeah. Oh, it was pretty great. Yeah, I have a photo of them too, with the baby Ash showing. That was like really, really cute too. But yeah, he looked like he was having a great time as well. But yeah,
Yeah,
they were great.
yeah. If people stick around till the end, there will be a little slideshow of all the nice photos of people together.
Hmm.
I just saved all the individual photos for this portion so we could feature each
Yeah.
of the individual cosplayers. Now, this one I really liked, and his name has disappeared again.
Oh yeah.
Um,
It's Thomas.
it's
Yeah.
Thomas. His name
Yeah,
was
you know
there.
Thomas.
It's gone.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
great. This one
yeah.
I think was probably one of the crowd favorites just because everyone was like, "How is he gonna do it?" And
Yeah,
then he
it
set
was
up and
so good.
everything and everyone's like, "Wow, it's great." Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, and I mean, I think he got one of the accuracies, so it just goes to
Yeah.
show you can do that. It looks bloody awesome.
Yeah. It was so fun. It was definitely one of the fun, memorable cosplays that day.
Yeah, and I love how we get these. It's very clever and it's quite well done as well.
Yeah. Yep. That's great.
And yeah, Thomas has, I think he has done some at recent events as well. So
Hmm.
there's his name,
Oh wow.
Thomas. Right.
Ta-da.
This is Mara. So most people will know Mara. She's been like a she's made second for Worlds and is a very accomplished player. She is also an artist. She does alt arts, and she's taken her hand to doing a cosplay, and she has done a wonderful job.
Yeah,
And of
is
course, it has to
this?
be dragons because she
Yep.
loves. She's a dragon mama. Yeah,
Yes. Is this her first cosplay, I think, for Fab?
it's her first cosplay for Fab. Yeah,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
yeah.
So this is
She's usually
Uvia.
too busy competing.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Signature pink hair. Gotta go with Uvia with the pink dragon.
Yeah, so she's done a beautiful job of Uya.
Yeah,
Um,
I had to get a close up of the inside of the dragon's mouth there with all the teeth.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't not put that up, but there was so many brilliant photos of her in her costume. So I
Yes.
had too many to choose from with this particular one.
Yeah, I also took a performance video of hers. I believe she did top four in the performance category for this, as well
Yeah,
as another one, I think. But yeah,
yeah.
it
I think
was it was fun.
she did
It
really
was
well.
great.
Yeah, very talented artist, and I'm very happy to see her join us on the cosplay stage.
Yeah.
I've forgotten who's next. There we go, Hamilton. So Hamilton, this is Throttle. It looks freaking amazing. I love the steampunk hat. I love the weapon. He's done really good on the backpack. It just looks really cool.
Yep. Nothing to add. That's pretty accurate. Yeah, there's tons of really cool little knick-knack gears that he's attached and everything. I just know they had a lot of fun doing this one, swinging it around. It was great.
It looked like he enjoyed being in that character, and I mean, Throttle is a fun
Yeah.
part, anyways, right?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, his performance was really good too. I think he top four a performance as well.
Nice, nice. Don't worry, we'll get to them. We do have pictures of all the top fours.
Mhm.
Right, so this Cat. Now, Cat was amazing. She was, um, I guess, the spoiler, our rookie. We'll talk probably a little bit more about the standards of our rookies are getting very high, and she's done a brilliant
Yeah.
job, right down to the colour of the wig, um, like that armour, the amount of applique she's put onto that is just amazing.
Yes, there's a lot
Um,
of filigree.
mm, and and down to obviously either stitching or on her skirts. I forget what they're called, but yeah, it's
Hmm.
just and chainmail again. Um, I've only got
Yep.
chainmail on one of my costumes, and I didn't do it. It takes a long time. It's a lot of work. So
Yeah, I am interested because I think chainmail is one of those things that we talk about in the cosplay Discord quite often of
mm,
how do we do it because there's so many different ways that you can
you can
attempt
3D print
to.
it, but
Yeah,
like,
so there's some people who 3D print it or some people who manually do it or you can even crochet it. There's
mm,
all these different ways, but yeah, chainmail is always going to be one of those ones where we're like, how are we going to do it? There's a lot of different choices to be made.
yeah,
Um, One of the things for this weekend, Kat has introduced me to her blacksmith, who was following
yeah.
her around this whole time. There's a card. I can't remember which card it was. I'll have to pull it up. There's a card where there's Dory and the blacksmith next to each other, and
Yeah.
her quote unquote cosplay handler or blacksmith was dressed up like the blacksmith in the card as she was
Oh
following
wow.
her around to help her in case there was any malfunctions in her costume that needs to be replaced. That's why she's called the blacksmith. It's like I need to go to the blacksmith and go repair my
Yeah.
armor. And her blacksmith's name is Kathy, and so it's Kat and Kathy. But
Ted and
um,
Kathy. Oh, so that's awesome. Yeah, because
yeah,
we always forget. I don't know if people realize that every cosplayer has people behind them helping them. Like, it's hardly ever a solo ride. Like, there's always or helping each other or so forth. It's the support people are really important.
yeah, yeah, on the day you will see a bunch of people running around with duct tape and like glue and
Yeah, yeah,
scissors, all these last minute things to make sure that the cosplay stays together exactly how it needs to be. Because of like people are walking around for like hours and like, the glue and everything, the lights, it's hot, like it's starting
yeah,
some
yeah.
of the things are starting to melt. It's like there's a lot of things to keep in mind when it
Yeah,
comes
especially
to
in foam. Foam's very hot.
yeah.
Even if it is cold weather outside, it's still hot.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot to think about when it comes to cosplay in terms of practical application, amongst other things.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, and so we got Brendan. So Brendan did Katsu, and um, did he make that hat? Like, it looks really cool.
I don't remember if he made the hat, but he definitely made that necklace, and that he was very proud of that necklace.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and that's like a very common, at least in Asia, they have
yeah,
this we call it like a donut jade
yeah, yeah. We have that in
thing.
New Zealand as well. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. His performance was he's a master of wind, and he took
mm.
out this little fan and he was
Yeah,
fanning the judges. He was like whoosh, whoosh. Yeah, it was pretty great.
yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the performance is also optional, so you don't all have to do the performance.
right,
So
yeah,
it's a very performance. I feel is I'm very proud of everyone that does it because um, it's hard enough getting up on stage, but thinking of something to do on the stage is another whole kettle of fish.
yep. And you would have to, a lot of the people who are cosplaying are a big fan of who they're cosplaying,
Yeah,
so having knowledge of lore and everything and embodying this character that you are cosplaying and then getting up on stage to do it, not just like look accurate and everything is like another level of I'm very proud of people who do that because I would be afraid as well. So,
yeah, yeah. I mean, I've done it. Yeah. But
Yes.
yes, it's I at that stage they didn't tell us until 5 minutes before, so
So you had to last
I'm
minute
glad.
just
I'm glad that these people are getting enough time to think properly about their
right.
cosplay performances now. I think that is something we have started to do better,
Yes.
to people make people understand what's expected for each of the sections. It
Hmm.
has got much better at that. Still always something to improve on every time we find little things, but that's something they've done well. And this was another one. Bravos always seem to do very well in the performance part of
Hmm.
the cosplay section. So I believe Ryan was in the top four for performance as well.
Yes.
It just lends itself to performance, right?
Yes. He won actually the
Mm,
performance section. I think to be Bravo, Bravo is a very charismatic person.
yeah.
And so to embody like charisma, yeah, you definitely have to go for it when it comes to performance. I believe he actually smashed his hammer for the
Yeah, I think
performance
he snapped it
section.
in half, right?
Yeah, he did. I have a
I
video of
think I
that
saw some
too.
videos. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very captivating, that's for sure. And again, this was also his first cosplay too. So like we're having a lot of new first
That's
time
awesome.
cosplayers that are
First
bringing
cosplay
it.
because pants are hard for starters.
Yeah.
I like dresses; they're so much easier than pants. Um,
Oh, yeah. It was great. Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun watching him.
yeah,
It was
he
great.
love the hammer.
Hmm.
Where there, and this guy, he had a smoke machine, I believe, but
He did.
um, yeah, I think it went during judging, but not during performance, or something happened with his smoke machine, I believe.
Yes. He explained this to me. He said that there's a time that you need to warm up the smoke before it starts working. And so he
Yeah,
didn't have enough time to prepare it when he got on stage for the performance.
yeah,
Because he didn't want to do it too early and then they ran out of juice because the line in here, there's like they have very limited amount of things.
yeah,
It was just more of a timing issue. Yeah, he didn't
yeah.
want to do it early and then have it run out and then yeah. But we did see it during judging in combination with the green light. It looked really, really cool.
Oh, it looked
Um,
amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
just looking at his fingers. I'm like trying to figure out how he did that. Like his hands literally look like bones.
It looks really cool. I think that this is another first time cosplayer, yes.
Yes, it is.
And he's done a wicked job. Would not think this is a first time cosplay. Um, and like looking at that bonework looks amazing. That shoulder pauldron
Yep,
looks just amazing. The
yep.
hat looks great. Yeah, I can't fault it. It's just a really good
It's a great first
piece of
cosplay.
work. Yeah. I think that yeah, that people have brought their A game
I
most
know.
definitely. Um, so we're coming into so this one I put next to it because this is Shelley
Mm-hmm.
as Dean. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure they did compete, yeah.
They did. They did compete.
Yeah, I think this is quite cool. We're gonna. It's quite hard to embody the half dead people,
Yeah.
and they've done a great job, I feel, um,
Yeah.
to be able to do that. Like, and that looks like a bit of maybe paper mache, but it looks just it's got the
Yeah.
right feel.
They've got some great texture there because I saw the card and the card had a huge shell on the back, which is yeah, and I don't know if you can see, but you can see like eyes and antennas on the back of his head because it's like a hermit crab on top of
Oh
him.
yeah, I see that. Yeah, yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, I don't know how heavy that crab was, but it was pretty nicely textured and detailed when I looked up close to it. Dean is
Yeah.
he did debilitate in Minneapolis sometime, and that was a fun cosplay. So he definitely upped his game. This is a much harder cosplay than his previous one,
Oh, yes,
and
much harder.
it's a completely different like skill set that you would need to do for all of the stuff that he did here. So I think
Yeah,
that was pretty
it
great.
looks really cool. Um, and then we have now this one unfortunately wasn't able to compete because they had a little bit of a what some a part of their costume didn't make it properly to the event, so they didn't compete, but they wore some of the costume, and
Yeah.
hopefully we will see this one again complete. I think some wings didn't make it.
Yep.
That's the unfortunate part about traveling. Sometimes things uh, don't. I think we saw a lot of damaged um, cosplay
Yeah.
haulage, like people taking things and just getting damaged on the way. Um,
Yep.
and that's the hard
Yeah.
thing about about traveling, I think.
It is definitely that's why a lot of people prefer to cosplay when you're closer.
Yeah.
International or anything requiring a flight is a risk, and that's why some cosplayers
Mm.
they drive, even though it's like I don't know how many hours just to make sure it makes safely. Because there's another cosplayer, Raheel, who also his cosplay got damaged in transport, and he couldn't compete because the rest of it was also damaged. But yeah, this is only 40% of Ari's costume. Her
Mm.
wings didn't quite make it, and they were pretty big wings, so
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate thing to happen. But she's great at modeling. Her poses are pretty dynamic and great. So
Yeah.
she was fun to photograph still. But yeah,
Yeah. So yeah. So I mean, it is devastating, but I'm incredibly proud of her for bringing out what she did and sharing what she had.
yeah,
Um,
all the gold on there is pretty cool.
yeah. Um, and then we have Nox.
Ah
So this
yes.
one looks amazing. The lights in there, they must have looked really cool in person.
So I know one thing about this one. So they went to the artist because the artist was there that same weekend.
Mm.
And he just went, finally! And he was so happy to see someone cosplay his card. And
Yep.
so, yeah, and yeah, what's it called? Yeah, yeah, they did really great. So when I was photographing them, she had the lights on just like, toop, and then the red came on. It's got some great detail in there. But yeah, that
Yeah,
was just
that
a
headpiece
funny
is
thing.
amazing.
But yeah,
um,
I bet the artist was super happy that
I,
they're,
I think that artists really enjoy seeing that. Now, this is Megan. She did win one of the categories. I think it was um, it's either accuracy or craftsmanship.
yep,
So yeah, she looked amazing. I'm not sure if we've seen this one before, but we've seen similar at other places. But she just
yep,
looked freaking amazing. Um, and I've got the front and back because the back like looks quite amazing. And there was mention in Discord of her doing it so it looked like the Black Widow insignia.
yep.
Yeah. So anything
I
else
thought it
you
was a great. No,
want?
that was yeah, it was a great detail. Mitch, her partner was the one who told me that. And I was like, wow, that's great. I think this is probably Megan's best cosplay today. And I've seen her cosplay at a lot of events too. She
Yeah.
has to kick my spouse every time she's in cosplay. And so this time I was like, "Hey, so I don't know what you're cosplaying, but let's get a session so that you can kick my spouse again." And they're like, "Well, I don't think we'll be able to kick him this time." And I was like, "Why?" And then
Yeah.
they came out like this. I'm like, "Oh, I see why we can't do that because I believe she usually cosplays as either an assassin or a ninja,
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
those." And so that's why. But yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Can't do
great.
the sidekick in this one.
No. I did ask her which part of her cosplay she was the most proud about, other than the logistics of all the pieces coming
Mm,
off
mm,
in two pieces and fitting in the largest check-in suitcase they can fit.
mm.
Uh, they were really, really, she was really, really proud of the mask that she worked on.
Yeah, the
Um,
mask looks amazing.
yeah, yeah, that was the part that she was pretty proud of. And she told me that she had been working on this or planning on this for about a year.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and
And it shows. The work shows.
mhm.
So, yeah. And I think that's part of it's been good to just have cosplays at big events because we can plan ahead. Now this is Turian. She's from Japan. She's done quite a few cosplays, and this is her take on Frankie. Um,
Yes,
yeah, and she looked gorgeous.
super fun. Super, super fun. I like them whenever we have cosplay with like two different eyes, I always like find those like pretty great. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so and she had some makeup on that she for the stitching too. And then I do like the eyeballs that she has on her belt. And I do like seeing because we did have three different Frankies this weekend. Again,
Yeah,
we were just
and you
talking
will
about
see. Yeah, yeah.
what's it called? Different problem solving things that you do in cosplay. It's like, oh, we wanted to do this thing, but how do we do it? There's all these different ways that you can accomplish it. And so people have different ways of accomplishing, like, you know, having the models around your waist or having different ways to showcase blood on your skirt or,
Mm,
because I know Sheila, she did hers with beading. And
mm.
with Lauren, she did hers by painting. And then you can see Tehran, she has a bunch of stitch makeup on her too. So it's like all these different ways that people are doing it. It's just fun to see.
Yeah, yeah, and always bringing good stuff. So, as you mentioned, this is Sheila. Sheila was one of our judges. Um,
Yes.
so she looked amazing. It was good to see her as one of our judges. She is one of our European cosplayers, so it's great that
Hmm.
she made it
Hmm.
out to Worlds to and felt that she was able to step back and judge for us because it's nice to have a cosplayer on the judging team.
Hmm.
Just it's just nice because we know that they
Yeah.
know the pain.
They understand.
They understand the pain. They understand the work.
Yeah, and that's really yeah, that's the type of kind of judge that you would like. Somebody who understands the work that goes into it because
Mm,
there are a lot of things in cosplay that looks pretty simple that you
mm,
wouldn't know takes a lot of work and a lot of skill to do unless
mm.
you had done it yourself or you know how that goes because as a
Yeah,
person who probably hasn't done it, they're like, "Oh, that looks simple. That's nothing, you know."
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, you would have more knowledge when you do that. So yeah, I'm glad Sheila was able to be. They got a
yeah,
cosplayer on there. Um,
yeah. And the scissors look cool. I'm working on a pair. I want to make them so I can open and shut them, but we'll see how that goes.
yeah, hers.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be cool. Scissors. Making them like be able to move is definitely something.
yeah,
I do like her face in that photo too. It was nice and creepy.
yeah. And this is the other um, Frankie. This is Lauren, and she's done
Yes.
a great job too. I like her take on the scissors, so that looks quite nice. So,
Yeah. It's her first cosplay too. Again,
oh,
crazy.
nice.
Yeah, yeah, it was her first cosplay. I do like the take on, well, I like the take on her skirt. It looks very, what's it called? I don't know if you've ever played Borderlands, or maybe Arcane is probably the closest thing in terms of like a painting style, which
Yeah.
looks, a lot more cartoony, you know,
Mm.
less blending out, like nice and smooth. It's a little bit more, yeah, it's like Arcane
More
or
blocky.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite enjoy something like that as well. Yeah. The wig was
It looks,
great. Yeah.
it looks awesome. So now I think we're heading into the group purchase of who. So this is our craftsmanship top four.
Hmm.
So Mara, yeah, the Florian, so these are ones that we would expect to have seen in the craftsmanship. Another lovely photographer found this, took this, and so I've kind of borrowed it. I'll try and put the credit in
Hmm.
the
I
end
think
credits.
that might be Mitch. I think maybe he took it. I
I
don't know.
think, yeah, it was Mitch, and I did lighten it because it was a little bit dark. But he said he had better copies, but I didn't want to hound him because he obviously was editing them himself. So I've just lightened it slightly, and he will have photos up on his page, and we'll definitely put a little link in there in the video. But
Yeah.
that's our top four for craftsmanship. Unfortunately, this year we were unable to get a photo of everybody, um, which is unusual. We want to work towards fixing that. And this one for the performance, Jimmy and his daughter should have been there. Unfortunately, she wasn't up there for reasons. Just, but
Yeah,
to
she
let
wasn't
the
called,
audience know
so
that they were a duo and they were both
yep,
up for the same prize.
yep, yep.
Um, Logistics sometimes happen.
They
And
do.
then we and then we have the accuracy. Again, we had the Toby Jugs. The accuracy. These are definitely the right ones picked for these particular categories, I believe. And then we also had the these are all a Frankie winners. So we also had the rookie, which we kind of highlighted earlier. So the craftsmanship, there was the Black Widow, accuracy, Florian. Rookie was Dorinthia, and Bravo for the performance. So I feel like they all did a brilliant job, and I really need to get to one of these events one day, but not as yet. So we'll just, there we go. So yeah, so you've taken a few videos of the performances and so forth. So we'll definitely pop a link into your pages so that people can come and find those performances as well. Because you've done such a beautiful job with all the photography, and I can't thank you enough for doing this for the community. We really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I know. I think you guys deserve to be seen, and I think your work also needs to be appreciated. Most of the time, it's hard when you guys are on stage because you guys are far away. So I try as much as possible to get some pretty close-up shots of the stuff that you guys worked hard on because you guys have been putting money, a lot of time into this kind of stuff. So yeah, it would be a pity if people didn't see it. So. I'm just glad to be an assistance for that kind of thing. And you guys are my friends, so I'm like, oh, I want everyone to see my friends. So like, I'm very
And it's,
proud.
yeah, and it's like a family, and we're all proud of every one of our members of our family. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there are a couple of cosplayers that I wasn't able to get. There was a Cavadan, Rachel was dressed as Pleiades, and then we had I can't remember what the character's name is. It's one of the gravy
Oh
bones.
yes, yes.
She had she green hair with the snakes.
Yeah.
She was there too. And yeah, Raheel, obviously he brought his helmet on the day because the rest of it, didn't make it. But yeah, there's quite a few of us, and
Oh,
I look forward to having more
LaFay, I
people.
think that was a. Sorry,
Yeah, yeah,
LaFay,
yeah.
LaFay. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the one. Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah. So,
So, there was a lot of people that were very curious about the cosplay. We had a lot of people join the Discord that weekend, a lot
yeah.
of people wanting to cosplay, and they asked some of us where to start. So I really look forward to seeing more and more because I do believe our numbers are growing.
They
Um,
are. Yeah,
and
and
so
by
that's
having
that's
less.
really nice.
Yeah, by having less events, I think it gives us more time, especially with newer cosplayers, to work around life, to be able to do their cosplays as well. I know
Yeah.
that Yeah.
They do have its pros and cons. But
Mm,
yeah, definitely giving people time. As long as they give, you guys a pretty early heads up so that you
yeah.
know when to
Yeah,
start and when to plan.
I would have loved to go on and done condominium in London, but that was way short notice for me.
Yeah, so yeah, because again, you guys put time, you guys have to buy materials, you guys have to plan like what you guys want, all these types of
Mm.
things, and then you have to organize transport. That's like a whole nother thing. Like, do we need to fly? We've joked plenty of times of like maybe we should all just rent a cargo plane and then we can all put our stuff in there and then just like make do, everything comes safely. But obviously we don't have that kind of disposable income to be able to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
But but it's a funny thought to think about because, yeah, logistics on top of doing cosplay is like a lot.
Mm, mm. So again, thank you so much, and thank you for LSS for allowing us to have competition, and supporting us with the great prizes that you guys give. Um, as always, there's always the little things that will go wrong and can go wrong,
Hmm.
but we all need to just learn from those and work through them. Hopefully, so every performance is slightly better. Um, so thank you again, and thank you everybody for watching. So
Yeah.
um, do the like, share, follow, jazz, and enjoy the video that will be to follow with some fun pics from the show,
Yeah.
from the cosplay players at Worlds. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.